Here is my Pure Flow machine. This is what this machine is called. And it takes about 7 hours to make a batch of the dialysate for me to do my dialysis. Right now, I just turned the machine on. Let me see if I can bring you closer. And it's telling me to stand by, no batch, press go. So I needed to start making a batch. So I'll start by pressing go. And then it tells me what to do next. Open the door and load sac 302. I use the sac number 302, which is usually like a 1K potassium bath. Those of you who are on dialysis understand what I mean. So I'll open the door. It's the first thing I'll do because that's what it told me to do. And I'm going to sit the phone up here while I'll get the sac ready. The next thing I'll do is the sac comes in a bag like this. It'll tell you your sac number, sac 302. I always check the expiration, 11/4/2026. It's good to go. Part of the process also is we want to check something called the scale on our sac. And what I'm looking for in the scale, I'm taking a look at the solution to look for clarity. I'm also looking for the amount that's in there. I'm looking for any leaks, which I don't see any leaks in this bag. And I'm also looking for the expiration, which I already done. So that's how you check the sac for your dialysate. So I've already washed my hands, and I normally wear gloves for everything I do concerning dialysis. So give me just 1 second. I'll put my gloves on. Gloves on. I'm going to get this bag opened up. This is what it looks like outside the bag. So I'm going to take it. And there's a big tub. I'll let you see it in a minute. I place the sac in the middle of this tub. I don't know if you guys could see it. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so also there's some paper in here. You just discard it. And there's also a paper here. I usually take all this off before, but since I'm recording, it's just easier for me to do it like this. So I'll take this paper off. Took the paper tab off. There's also another plastic tab. And anytime you see these plastic tabs, you gotta take the tab off and tighten the connection wherever you found the tag. So that's what I've done. Also, you want to make sure the bag is centered good in your Pure Flow, because this bag will swell up as it begins to produce or make the dialysate. And the dialysate is the solution we use to clean our blood. So it's telling me to load the sac. So I'm going to open the door, take this tubing and load it. I'm going to load it here. So the tubing fits in these little grooves. You want to make sure you get it in there because the door won't close. And I always take this part, which we call our chicken foot, and just toss it over my pure flow machine like that. And then you take this tube and you bring it over here. I don't know if y'all can see here. You want to bring this tube in under there. Sorry, y'all. Once the tubing is all good, you want to close this down. And you want to close the door. Now, one thing about the door, if the tubing is not sitting right, the door will not close. And when the door is closed, you'll hear a click. Now it's telling me to connect my lines. But one thing I do before I connect my lines is, there's these little green plastic things on here. You want to push them all the way down so there's no kink in your tubing. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to push these all the way down so there's no kink in the tubing. Once I got these pushed down, I double check to make sure my sack is in the center of the tub or the basin. I kind of close the tub and I let this tubing hang out while it makes the sack. I do that to prevent kinks. If you don't prevent kinks, this machine will alarm all night and you will have trouble. So next I'm going to connect the lines. So this, sorry y'all, me and this phone is, there we go. So next I'm going to connect my lines. This blue line is my water line. So I'll connect it to the blue line here on the pack. It's called the pack. You just open this up. You want to screw this in real good. And I need to open my lines. Once I got them open and connected, I'll connect my orange line. Make sure all your lines are open because this thing will alarm like crazy. Once I got all my lines connected, I want to hit the green button, which is the green button is always for go. It does a little testing. And it starts to make the batch. As you can see, the time. It takes 7 hours and 17 minutes to make this batch of dialysate. So, I do it at nighttime before I go to bed if I know I have treatment the next morning. So, I'll just let this be. And that's how I make my sack of dialysate for my dialysis treatment. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed.